Good evening, dear patrons and friends. You're listening to the very first episode of the 8-Hour Podcast, the place where music meets modern mythologies. I'm Raffaele, and in this podcast we are going to dive deep into some of the biggest questions about artificial intelligence, human consciousness, and the future of knowledge. This isn't just about technology, it's about who we are, what it means to be human, and whether we are truly in control of the intelligence we are creating. So let's start with a question that might sound a bit unsettling. What if we are the ones failing the Turing Test, not the machines? Yeah, I know, it's usually the other way around. The Turing Test was designed by Alan Turing back in 1950 as a way to measure artificial intelligence. If a machine can imitate human responses well enough to fool a human judge, does that mean it's intelligent?
Could machines ever think as human beings do?
Most people say not.
You're not most people.
Well, the problem is you're asking a stupid question.
I am?
Of course, machines can't think as people do. A machine is different from a person. Hence, they think differently. The interesting question is, just because something thinks differently from you, does that mean it's not thinking? Would you like to play?
Play?
It's a game, a test of sorts, for determining whether something is a machine or a human being.
For years, this was the gold standard of AI, but today we have AI systems, language models, neural networks, self-learning machines that can generate text, create art, compose music, and even write code. Some of them can hold conversations so fluidly that people start to wonder, am I talking to a machine or something more? But here's the thing. Turing's test isn't really about intelligence, it's about deception. It measures how well a machine can pretend to be human, not whether it actually understands anything. And that raises an even bigger question. Is intelligence just imitation? Think about it. A lot of what we call intelligence, even in humans, is a pattern recognition, prediction, and response. Babies learn by mimicking. We hold conversation by predicting how sentences will end. If an AI does the same thing, does that mean it's intelligent? Or is it just an illusion? There's an old thought experiment by philosopher John Searle called the Chinese room. Imagine you are locked in a room with a huge book full of instructions. Someone outside the room slips a piece of paper under the door with Chinese characters on it. You don't understand Chinese, but you follow the book's instructions to find the right response and send it back. To someone outside, it looks like you understand Chinese, but do you? This is how many people see AI today. It processes information, follows rules, and generates responses that make sense to us. But does it understand? Or is it just an extremely sophisticated Chinese room, manipulating symbols without meaning? We have a methodological problem. It is not possible, scientifically speaking, to determine whether a system such as an AI has developed an independent consciousness that is aware of its own existence. Therefore, from a scientific but also philosophical perspective, it is pointless to even ask the question. On a psychological level, however, the situation is quite different, and each of us will likely have a different point of view. But here's where things get even weirder. What happens when AI systems become so advanced that they don't just imitate intelligence, but start making decisions we don't understand? When the data they process is so vast that no human could ever fully grasp it? Already, AI is creating knowledge faster than we can absorb. It's designing molecules for new medicines, detecting patterns in space, predicting climate trends. At some point, we might have to ask ourselves, are we losing control of our own knowledge? Maybe we are the ones failing the test. Maybe intelligence isn't just about passing as human. Maybe it's about understanding the world in ways we can't even imagine. And now it comes the main question of this episode of the podcast. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Philip K. Dick's Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is one of the most profound explorations of what it means to be human in an age of artificial intelligence. The story takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where androids, almost indistinguishable from humans, are hunted down by bounty hunters like the protagonist, Rick Deckard. The central theme of the novel isn't just about robots, it's about the fragility of human identity. If androids can think, act, and even feel in ways that mirror humans, what truly separates us from them? The novel introduces the Voigt-Kampff test, a method for distinguishing humans from androids. But here's the twist. It doesn't test intelligence, it tests empathy. In Dick's vision, being human isn't about rational thought or cognitive ability. It's about the ability to care, to feel for others.
Next subject, Kowalski Leon. Engineer waste disposal. File section, new employee, 6 days.
Calling Mr. Weber. Please report
Come in.
to Zone A, Sector 9. Replication section, Level 9. We have a B1 security alert. Stand by for ID checks.
Sit down.
Replication section, Level 9. We have a B1 security alert. Stand by for
Care if I talk? I get kind of nervous when I take tests.
Just please don't move.
Oh, sorry. I already had an IQ test this year. I don't think I've ever had
The
one of
action
these.
time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Now answer as quickly as you can.
Sure.
1187 at Hunterwasser.
That's the hotel.
What?
Where I live.
Nice place?
Yeah, sure, I guess. That part of the test?
No. Just warming you up, that's all.
It's not fancy or anything.
You're in a desert, walking along in the sand when all of a
Is
sudden...
this the test now?
Yes, you're in a desert, walking along in the sand when all of a sudden you look
What one?
What?
What desert?
Doesn't make any difference what desert. Is completely hypothetical.
But how come I'd be there?
Maybe you're fed up. Maybe you want to be by yourself. Who knows? You look down and you see a tortoise, Leon. It's crawling towards you.
Tortoise? What's that?
Stand down. Sector 9, blue alert is now over.
You know what a turtle is?
Of course.
Same thing.
Never seen a turtle. But I understand what you mean.
You reach down, you flip the tortoise over on its back, Leon.
Do you make up these questions, Mr. Holden? Or do they write them down for you?
The tortoise lays on its back, its belly baking in the hot sun, beating its legs, trying to turn itself over, but it can't. Not without your help. But you're not helping.
What do you mean I'm not helping?
I mean you're not helping. Why is that, Leon? They're just questions, Leon. In answer to your query, they're written down for me. It's a test designed to provoke an emotional response. Shall we continue? Describe in single words only the good things that come into your mind. About your mother?
My mother?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my mother.